Let's be honest, once upon a time, many all-inclusive resorts had food that was, well, mediocre at best. But in the last few years, they've really started stepping up their game, and Excellence Resorts are leading the charge with delicious, creative, high-quality meals. Excellence Riviera Cancun is no exception. It's never let us down, no matter how many times we've visited. In today's video, we're taking you on a food journey through all of the Excellence Riviera Cancun restaurants. Not only will we show you the menus, but we'll also give you a peek at some of the dishes we personally devoured, or maybe overindulged on, you'll see what I mean. And if you've been wondering whether the food and drinks at this resort are worth your hard-earned vacation dollars, this video should help you decide. Ready? Let's dive in and get started. Hey everybody, it's Nancy from New Travel Escapes. Now I know before we all book a vacation, we dive headfirst into researching every little thing about a resort, right? Well, maybe that's just me, but I'm checking out the room options, the pools, the beaches. It's all important stuff, but let's be real. The food and drinks can make or break your stay. And with all-inclusive resorts where you're basically prepaying for all of those meals, you want to be sure the food is good. At Excellence Riviera Cancun, you'll be happy to hear the food is more than just good, in our experience. There are so many restaurant options you could stay here a whole week and never eat at the same place twice. Unless, of course, you really want to. And trust me, you will. Now grab a drink, settle into your comfiest chair because we've got a lot to cover, more than 10 restaurants, and don't worry about your wallet while you're at it. Everything we're going to show you is included. Filet mignon? Check. Lobster? Or 2 or 3? Yep. Can you have someone bring nachos to my beach chair without me having to get up? You betcha. Before we jump into the tour, if you're planning to visit ERC, you'll definitely want to download the Excellence Resorts app. It's a goldmine of info, menus, restaurants, details, you name it. Bonus, over the past couple of years, they've added a plant-based menu section at the end of each menu. So all of my vegetarian and vegan friends, you're taken care of too. All right, enough talk, let's get to the good stuff. The restaurants of Excellence Riviera Cancun, starting with one of our daily go-tos, Aroma. All right, my fellow coffee lovers, this one's for you. Upstairs, across from the check-in desks in the lobby, you'll be greeted by the heavenly scent of fresh baked pastries and freshly brewed coffee at Aroma, the resort's charming little coffee shop. It's like stepping into your favorite neighborhood cafe, except you're in paradise, and again, your wallet doesn't have to come out. They serve artisanal espresso drinks, and trust me, their small batch roasted beans are going to become your daily ritual. Honestly, we hit Aroma at least once a day, sometimes twice. Okay, maybe 3 times, but who's counting? If you're a caffeine enthusiast, this will be your happy place. Now let's head back down the grand staircase. Located in the heart of the resort is the MARTINI BAR. It's your pre-dinner cocktail hub. Whether you are a shaken, not stirred type or you're into something a little more off-menu, this is the place. Now, fun fact, their drink menu used to be at least 8 pages long. That is some serious cocktail dedication. Nowadays, that list has been trimmed way down, but don't worry. If you've got a favorite in mind, they'll whip it up for you. Plus, this is where you'll find the widest variety of spirits, so your options are pretty endless. It's where we meet before dinner to kick off our evening plans. This is also a fun area to gather after dinner to play cards or just to sit and chat. I'm going to take you on a walk around the resort and show you where the other restaurants are. For those who are in the mood to keep things casual, just walk outside the main building and head down past the shops and you'll find the sports bar. Cold beers, pub grub, and a whole bunch of high-def TVs playing your favorite games. It's a sports fan's dream. Whether you're there to catch the big game, belt out a little karaoke, or play a round of billiards, this spot has got you covered. It's open from 4 p.m. till 1 a.m., so you've got plenty of time to hang out. Okay, time to gather your friends and family for something fun, and that's at Flavor Market. It's all about sharing and bonding over delicious small plates, seasonal tapas, aged cheeses, and house-cured meats, all laid out for the table to share. Whether you're in the mood for a light dinner or a little pre-lobster snack, and let's not forget about their house-made sangria, highly recommend. Open from 6 p.m. to midnight, this is a great option if you're looking for late-night bites after a fun evening. Maybe you were even tearing up the dance floor at the silent disco. Flavor Market was closed the whole week we were here, so these are some things we ate last year. Now, a little rumor, I've heard whispers that Flavor Market might be closing, but I don't know if it's permanent or just for a revamp. So if you know anything, please drop in the comments so we can all find out what's going on with this little gem. Now let's talk Mexican cuisine. Agave is where you go at ERC when you want authentic Mexican food with a modern twist. The indoor space has a cozy vibe, but the hacienda-style courtyard, pure Mexican charm. Plus, they usually have a mariachi band playing through dinner to keep those Mexican vacation vibes going. Make sure to ask about their unique margarita selection. It's not the standard flavors that you find at the other bars. This restaurant is a guest favorite for a reason, and it's open for dinner from 5:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Love Indian food? You're in for a treat. Just around the corner from Agave is the resort's Indian restaurant, Basmati. This brings you the vibrant flavors of India right to your table, and the chic design of the place is perfect for a more upscale, yet relaxed dining experience. If you want to go big, do what we do. Ask the server to surprise you with the chef's favorite dishes. That way, you get a bunch of pots of different types of dishes to share, which means there's more tasting and more amazing flavors. Dinner runs usually from 5:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m., so plan a night to indulge in some aromatic, savory goodness. We love Basmati. Now that we've walked back to the theater area, you're going to hear showtime. The resort has its very own covered outdoor theater where nightly shows take place. Right next to it is the Stars Bar, where you can grab a drink while catching the evening entertainment. Pro tip, there's service inside the theater, so there's no need to leave your seat to grab your next drink, just wave down the server. But if you want to mix things up, you can always head right here to Stars Bar itself and get something straight from the source. It's usually open from 6 to 11 p.m. Tucked to the side near the theater and Prelude Bar is the resort's very own food truck, serving up all the comfort food you need: tacos, burgers, hot dogs, fries. It's quick and tasty when you need a bite on your way back to your room, when you're done at the pool, or before you hit the pillow after a busy day of lounging. Open from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. and sometimes it pops up for open for lunch too, but mainly it's your go-to for evening munchies. The Prelude Bar is the outdoor courtyard hotspot that buzzes with energy every evening. Whether it's before dinner or after, you'll find people mingling here, making new friends and toasting the vacation life. Now, I'll be honest, the drinks here aren't quite as good as the ones at the Martini Bar. Why? Well, I'm pretty sure it's because it's busy. And let's just say the bartenders don't have the time to craft your old-fashioned with the love and care that it might deserve. My hubby can vouch for that. He's a bit of a cocktail snob and swears by the Martini Bar for his old-fashioned fix. But if you're sticking to something simple, Prelude Bar is just fine. Plus, it's the perfect spot to catch up with fellow travelers. Pool lovers, this next one's for you. Open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. is Blue Bar. It is the only swim-up bar at the resort. No need to leave the water to get a drink, just swim up, place your order, and you're all set. If you're like me and you can never decide on what to drink, don't worry. They've got a menu to guide you. Heads up though, this bar gets packed in the afternoons, especially around 4 p.m. when the pool party vibes kick in. So keep it simple and order your basic drink when it's busy, and save the fancy cocktails for when things are a bit quieter. Pro tip. Also by the main pool is the Soul Bar and wood-fired pizza oven. It's usually open from 9 to 5. When you're lounging by the main pool, be sure to visit Soul Bar. This lively spot not only serves delicious drinks, but also features its very own wood-fired pizza oven. It's the ultimate remedy for those midday pizza cravings, whether you're enjoying a slice in the sun or sipping it on your favorite cocktail. Soul Bar offers a laid-back atmosphere where you can kick back, relax with friends. There's just something decadent about sitting with your own personal pizza at the side of the main pool, watching the activities. Now, for those days when you're perfectly content lounging at your beach chair, just ask your server for something off of the beach snacks menu. When I'm in my ultimate state of relaxation, I love ordering quesadillas or nachos straight to my chair. Seriously, it's like achieving Olympic gold for Zen. Let's spice things up, pun intended, and right above the Blue Bar on the main pool is Oregano, your go-to for classic Italian favorites with a bit of a twist. It's open for lunch from 12 to 5 and dinner from 6:30 to 11 p.m. This place knows how to keep things interesting with different menus for each meal. Lunch is casual and light with antipasto, pizzas, soup or sandwiches. And for dinner, treat yourself to hand-stretched pizzas with gourmet toppings. Now, our favorite was the goat cheese pizza, or try different pastas, ossobuco, or shrimp risotto. It's Italian with a bit of flair, and it's perfect if you're craving hearty flavors in a relaxed setting with views over the pool and the beach. Dining here twice a day, it's really not a problem because lunch and dinner menus are different, so when we do it, we actually don't get bored. If you're a seafood fan, I've got you covered next. Located above the pool, opposite Oregano, is the Lobster House. Breakfast here is a la carte from 8 a.m. to noon, and it's a great alternative to the buffet if you want a quieter start to your day. For lunch, they serve it from 12:30 p.m. to 3 p.m. Now don't expect lobster at lunch. Think burgers, pastas, and some fish options. It's a solid lunch, but if you're in a rush to get back to the pool action, a quicker bite at the Soul Bar or Las Olas might be a better bet. Dinner though, that's where Lobster House really shines. Open from 5:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m., it's all about the lobster. And you're not limited to just one. I mean, why would you be? It's in the name. Soft lighting over the pool at night really adds to the ambiance, making it a must-do for dinner at least once. A resident vegetarian says this restaurant is the most challenging for her to dine at. The plant-based menu here is kind of boring, but if you follow a vegetarian diet and your group wants to eat at Lobster House, ask your server if you can order off of the Oregano menu. The restaurants are attached and share a kitchen. If it's not crazy busy, they will often help you out. For those who prefer turf over surf, the grill is your steakhouse spot. Open for dinner from 6:30 to 11, this is all about picking your protein and building your meal with sides, sauces, and salads. The steaks are tender and cooked well, but if red meat is actually not your thing, you can still eat here because the salmon is outstanding. Think of it like a classic steakhouse with a laid-back resort-style twist. It's a winner if you're craving a meaty feast. This is probably a good time to mention that you don't need to make reservations for your a la carte dinners, except at Spice. Head to dinner whenever you've decided what type of cuisine you happen to be in the mood for that day. If a table isn't free, then go grab your favorite cocktail at one of the bars and they'll let you know when your table's ready. Let's talk about the buffet. The kitchen table is the resort's buffet spot, most popular for breakfast, but they also offer an a la carte lunch. For breakfast, they've got everything: egg stations, breakfast meats, fruit, veggies, and even specialty coffees like cappuccinos and lattes, mochachinos. Oh, and you can totally order mimosas, bellinis, or Bloody Marys here. It's a breakfast dream. It's open from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m., so don't skip it. Lunch here is a different vibe with dishes like seared tuna and shrimp ceviche with mango, favorites of mine that used to be on the Lobster House lunch menu, but they now live here. Lunch is served a la carte from 12 to 4. It's a fresh, light option for midday dining. Now, people always ask me about the buffet, and I think having a good look around it gives you an idea of the food quality at the resort. So we're going to show you around, and I will also put up the lunch a la carte menu so you can see that one too. Off we go back to the Martini Bar and get ready to spice things up. Literally. Spice is where Asian flavors come together at ERC. From sushi to teppanyaki show cooking, yakiniku tables, and even Korean barbecue. This spot offers a whole variety of Asian-inspired cuisine. The restaurant had a makeover a year or so ago, and now it's even better than it was before. It's an Asian-inspired menu with some Mexican touches along the way. Alongside the classic teppanyaki show cooking tables, they've added Korean barbecue, sukiyaki, and shabu-shabu options. It's like you're eating through Asia without leaving the resort. Open for dinner from 5:30 to 10:30, it's a spot you could easily dine out at multiple times and never have the same meal twice. If you're curious about the different cooking styles, definitely ask the concierge. They'll help you book a table, but a heads up, the cooking tables are limited, so plan ahead. On the other side of the grand staircase, we're off to the City of Lights at Chez Isabelle, where an elegant and beautifully designed dining room meets classic French fare. The fine dining and romantic atmosphere is complemented by a menu featuring farm-to-table ingredients and classic French techniques. This restaurant has always been one of my favorites, and I adore French cuisine, and Chez Isabelle never disappoints. From their French onion soup to the delectable filet mignon and indulgent crème brûlée for dessert, I find myself returning here more often than any other spot. Don't miss the fancy after-dinner cocktails made tableside. A lot of people don't know about those, but ask your server. For the special occasions, you can even book a private wine cellar dinner. The sommelier at ERC is very knowledgeable, and he's always happy to give you a tour of the wine cellar and recommend selections based on your preferences. While the included wines are good at all of the restaurants, if you're a wine enthusiast, you'll appreciate the extensive wine list available for purchase. Dinner at Chez Isabelle is served from 5:30 to 10:30 p.m. Magna is an exclusive restaurant for Excellence Club guests only, offering an a la carte breakfast menu and a fine dining dinner menu. Often touted as the best restaurant on the property, well, that's subjective of course, Magna certainly lives up to this reputation. If you've booked a club suite, kick off your day with a gourmet breakfast featuring decadent options like caviar on quail eggs or smoked salmon eggs Benedict. The restaurant boasts stunning views, and for dinner, the menu elevates indulgence even further with tomahawk steaks, lobsters, foie gras, red tuna, and more. Breakfast is open from 7 to 11 a.m. and dinner is from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. The Magna Lounge is an extension of Magna and serves as a tranquil haven within the resort. Open from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m., this private lounge for club guests features beautiful decor and a relaxing ambiance, and views that overlook the beach and sea. Gourmet bites rotate throughout the day, accompanied by fresh brewed coffees and top-shelf cocktails. Both Chez Isabelle and Magna have the most stringent dress codes on the property. For ladies, that means long pants, capri pants, or skirts with a blouse or dress. Gentlemen should wear long pants and a collared shirt. No t-shirts, tank tops, shorts, beach sandals, or flip-flops allowed. Trust me, packing those long pants will be worth it for the food that awaits you. Now at Magna, the dress code is more lenient for breakfast, but at dinner, it's fine dining attire. While we're on the topic of Excellence Club, let's have a look at Cielo Club Pool Bar. It's open from 9 to 5 daily. It's a chic bar located at the club pool. Now picture your favorite beach bar, but with a sophisticated twist. Nestled in the heart of the club pool area, Cielo serves up refreshing cocktails with a view that's hard to beat. Whether you're lounging by the pool or soaking up the sun on the beach, just ask Moises or Amable, the friendly long-time servers, for your go-to drink, and they'll gladly make it happen. Just beyond the club pool, you'll discover Las Olas, the casual lunch spot for all resort guests. This delightful eatery serves up mouth-watering gas oven pizzas, fresh salads, juicy burgers, perfect for your beach day feast. With its prime beach location and often live music setting the mood, I can't recommend it enough. Trust me, enjoying lunch on the sand with a band playing nearby is an experience you won't want to miss, or at least I try to never miss it. Las Olas is open from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. If you decide to float your day away in the lazy river spa pool, don't miss the Revive Bar, which is open from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Revive is your go-to for healthy juices and smoothies. Now, Revive used to be all about the non-alcoholic drinks, but now you can indulge in a refreshing cocktail or even add a splash of something extra to your smoothie. I mean, after all, you're on vacation. Sometimes you just got to embrace that kind of decadence. If all of this isn't enough to satisfy your cravings, don't worry, room service is available 24 hours a day. Now, if you're looking for the room service menu on the app, here's a little tip. It's not under the restaurant tab. Instead, head over to the suites tab, click on that, and voila, you'll find the room service menu for in-room dining. They offer an extensive breakfast menu served from 5:30 to 11:30 a.m. It's really handy if you have those early morning flights. I suggest that you order your breakfast the night before and tell them when you need it. Personally, I don't often order room service since I'm usually too full from dining out, but I've found that I tend to order it quite a bit when we book a swim-up suite with access to the lazy river. There's something really decadent about having your lunch delivered right to your swim-up terrace. The menu features a variety of options, including soups and salads, as well as tasty snacks like chicken fingers, nachos, wings, burgers, and sandwiches. You can also enjoy pizzas and pastas to satisfy those midday cravings. If you're in one of the ERC club rooms, you'll find a few extra options on the room service menu, though I wouldn't say that they're really game changers. Just a heads up, from 11:30 p.m. to 5:30 a.m. room service is scaled back a bit, offering a more limited selection, but it's still enough to keep you satisfied during those late night munchies. So there you have it, all of the delicious details on the dining and drink options at Excellence Riviera Cancun. Whether you're indulging in an oceanfront lobster dinner at Lobster House, grabbing a wood-fire pizza by the pool at Soul Bar, or having an elegant night out at Chez Isabelle, there's something to suit every craving. If you're like us, food plays a huge part in your vacation experience, and Excellence Riviera Cancun truly delivers in my experience. And before you start packing your suitcase with all of those beach outfits, don't forget to throw that pair of long pants in for the dress code. Make sure you also download the resort's app. It's super handy for checking the menus and restaurant hours while you're here. But a quick heads up, if you're hoping to unplug completely, you might be out of luck because the paper menus are no longer a thing. I couldn't get one at any restaurant. I hope this video helps you get a feel for the dining and drinking scene at ERC. If this resort sounds like the right fit for your next escape, drop a comment below. And if you've already been here, let us know what your favorite restaurant is. The 7 of us could not agree on just one, so we're curious about what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to New Travel Escapes if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. We're not trying to sell you anything, we pay for our own trips, and the resorts never recognize us. We always try to bring you authentic and honest videos about our experience. We've got Hyatt Vivid Grand Island up next, as well as our trip to Secrets Huatulco for Dia de los Muertos. Have a great week, happy vacation planning, and we'll be back soon with more New Travel Escapes.